Presentato in concorso nella quinta giornata del Festival del Cinema di Venezia, Parkland, diretto dall'ex giornalista Peter Landesman, racconta le vite stravolte del popolo americano in seguito all'assassinio di John Kennedy. Ai nostri microfoni il regista Landesman e Tom Welling, che nel film interpreta un fedelissimo uomo del presidente.
This is a story that had become so deeply ingrained in American culture. I was a journalist for a very long time and had always been obsessed by what I felt was the untold story of this epic mythological moment in our history. I had written a movie for Tom Hanks about Watergate, and Tom put the book in my hands and said, was I interested in writing this? Directing it came later. As a writer, as a journalist, as a filmmaker, I'm fascinated by the distractions from the truth. Not that the speculation is not true, but we were so distracted by the murder mystery of this event that everybody, American society, had completely forgotten what was emotionally honest about the moment. What was it like to have this revisited? What was it like to experience this? What was it like to wake up as Robert Oswald and realize your brother was the devil? You know, what was it like to know that your child had murdered the most important man in the world? What was it like to accidentally take the film that would be the only evidence we have of the crime? So that's what fascinates and obsesses me.
Now they've turned on to Elm Street. There he is!
Everybody remembers that tragic moment with what happens to Kennedy in the Zapruder film, but there were all these other people that then had to deal with what they saw and deal with trying to save the president. And I thought it was an interesting story that I just wanted to be a part of. And thanks to Peter for bringing me on.
It's the president. He's coming in.
He's probably got the flu.
We do not know. For about 3 or 4 years, I was both a journalist and a film writer, and it was just an impossible balance. And so I put that aside. And the kind of journalism I did was very risky and dangerous. And it was time-consuming, and it was physically consuming. And I decided I needed to start telling stories visually by directing film.
It is the president.
I know who it is. I need pressure right here!
Everybody in this film felt the passion, the same passion I did. Everybody felt the same mission that I did. Everybody wanted to be part of this film.
Just picked up somebody in Oak Cliff. They think he's the shooter.
The Dallas police just announced the arrest of Lee H. Oswald.
Bob? Is that your brother?
This guy works at the depository.
Why the hell do we have it?
Because I'm tracking.
For how long? Do you have any idea what you've done?
Mother, your son has apparently killed the most important person in the world.
It's my story, too.
It was challenging. I think that there were many different characters that I think were challenging for actors. I mean, that's what we do, hopefully. It's exciting. That's what makes this job as interesting as it is. I mean, if it's easy, then it's not all kind of as much fun. There was a lot of research, a lot of talking to people who remembered what their experiences were that day, and but Peter created an environment on set and brought together, I loved working with everyone there. It was a great ensemble cast, and everybody was fantastic. I feel very fortunate to have been a part of it.
The most difficult part was probably recreating the actual assassination in Dealey Plaza, which is where it happened with Paul Giamatti. I wouldn't say it's difficult. I'd say it was powerful. We were all overwhelmed by the emotion of the moment. The cast was frequently overcome by emotion. It was really just about keeping the set together as a family and staying focused and staying passionate. The fear is always in not doing what you set out to do. It wasn't about nervousness, about being on set. It was about, can my vision for the film be put on screen?
Listen, I can't tell you everything right now, but we knew about Oswald. You shouldn't have told me that. You don't want me to know that.
For my first film to premiere in a country where people understand the art of cinema is an enormous honor. I'm humbled by it. Other directors, my colleagues, I would love their thoughts on the film. All I want to do is go right back to work. I want to see their movies, I want them to see mine, and I want to go right back to work.
It's a very undignified end for a very dignified man. We have
had the assassin of the president in our office 10 days ago. We had him! And we could have stopped him!
Jesus Christ, this was not supposed to happen.